Hi, welcome back to my channel. I am Laura Harms. I am the Zentangle Diva, and I am working through InktoberTangles using the prompts by Stephanie Jennifer, who is another CZT, and I'm working on this big opus tile that I did a pre-drawn string with a stencil. You can see that in my first video if you're interested in that. And today is the tangle Jackstripes, and it's by Chrissy Frampton. So today is day 2, and that is right here. And I know that there's no eraser in Zentangle, but I am going to erase this too, now that I know which one is mine. So Jackstripes is a grid-based tangle, which should be interesting because this is not a grid-based shape. And I'm trying to decide if I should do like a grid, like a spiral, or if I should just do like a straight across grid. I'm not sure. I kind of want to do a spiraling grid. So I think I'm going to do that. And I'm going to start, I guess I'll start right here. Sort of an idea of what I think might work, but I have never done this before and it might not work, and that's okay if it doesn't. But this is sort of the process. No mistakes, right? So even if I make a mistake, it should be fine. Let's see if I go like this. Well, I'm thinking that it's going to be kind of like, because it's a grid, you can also use grid-based patterns as like a border. So I'm trying to fit it into this border like this. So I'll just put in my little squares. And then we're just going to hope for the best. It's no pressure. This is the fun part about filming these and not, you know, working them out beforehand, is that you guys get to see the whole process of my thoughts. Okay, well, it's not entirely what I wanted it to do, but I think I can work with this. So if I just treat every square as its own unit, like fragment, that this should work in theory, I'm hoping. So the fragment little piece for Jackstripes is like this, like an N kind of. If I just keep following my little squares around, in theory, this should all work out. And if not, well, that's okay too. It's getting interesting as I'm getting down to the middle of this little space. Okay, so that is basically it, I think. But I'm wondering what I can do to sort of like make it pop a little bit more. So I think I am going to do, if I can treat these little triangles as another little fragment, that would be okay, I think. But they get pretty small in there. I wonder if I should just, maybe I'll just do an inside aura, or like that, maybe. I'll try a couple like that. If I don't like it, I can go back and color it in. Okay, well, it's a look. I'm sure that, you know, once I start adding some shading, it will look a little bit more dimensional. This is where, these types of lines is where my hand starts to like hurt, because I'm trying really hard to control, like when I'm doing auras, because I'm trying to keep the space between the lines as parallel as I can, and so then I'm really trying to control the pen, and then I end up like white knuckling it. Tiny little one right there, a big one right here. I really wish that I could listen to music while I'm doing this, but every time I try that, my videos get flagged for copyright infringement. Like, I'm just trying to listen to music. I've been really listening a lot to Taylor Swift's new album, which, if you know me in real life, seems like kind of a like a big departure for me in the music that I generally listen to. But Folklore is so good. And it's like, I don't know, it doesn't seem like maybe Taylor's just growing. She's a really good songwriter. I give her that. I just have never been like a huge fan, but this album, boy, I tell ya, I listen to it all the time. It's becoming my like quarantine soundtrack. And I was listening to it just before I started filming, so the songs are all in my head. So I'm singing them in my head, if not out loud. I don't know the lyrics well enough to try and sing them out loud. It would be a lot of things like that, because that's what I do when I'm singing and I don't know the words. Whew, I feel like we're getting there. I'm questioning all my life choices. Well, just these tangle choices. Like, so much gripping on this pen. Could I make it any smaller? There. Woo! I did it! Heavens to Betsy. I wonder if I add some lines for shadow. What that would look like. Let's find out. Sometimes I have a problem of just keep adding more and more and more and wondering, like, you know, how much is too much. But this seems to look like it's maybe working out okay. Sorry, my phone just started quacking at me to let me know that it's my son's recess time. Somebody on Instagram had asked me if I was going to be doing any prompts for October because of Inktober. And so I told them about Stephanie and how she already does these great prompts, and then I don't have to like do any thinking. I just get to show up and tangle because, you know, for the last, I don't know, 10 years or so, I've always been the one, like, I've had to do the thinking of what to do next, and it's nice to be on this side of a challenge and not having to do all of the prep work that goes into a challenge. And yeah, I'm not really sure where I'm gonna land as far as weekly challenges go. It's like a lot of work, and you know, we're all just trying to get by these days. But I haven't ruled it out. Like, this whole moving to a different Instagram handle is a big change as well, because like I'd mentioned on Instagram that my boys are getting older. They're like, the youngest one will be 10 in like 2 weeks. And, you know, I'm getting to that point where the boys are going to start needing to have their own privacy, and I need to be posting about them less and separating the Zentangle from the personal, which I know is a shame because I know a lot of you guys have been following along since, you know, they were babies. But I mean, it's something that has to happen because they are becoming small adult human type people. I'm just gonna add a little bit of shading to this. I will say that not having to do having to put myself through doing a weekly challenge every week has been really nice and very less stressful. But I do miss tangling, and I do miss my community of people and all my friends. Like, I miss everybody. I miss everything. I miss it all. I just, you know, I don't have an answer, and I can't commit to doing anything at the moment, and I don't want to also like shut it down completely. So I'm just kind of stuck in a limbo, and thanks to everybody who just keeps coming back and telling me they love me and that they miss me, because that's really nice, and then I feel loved. So I mean, my idea is to just keep making content, but I don't know how consistent I can commit to being, especially with my kids getting older and getting more busy, and on top of all that, you know, the world is crazy. So if you're still here after all of that, thank you for being here. I have finished today's tangle, and I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye!